Thank you, Lori. I'll get to the weather in just a minute. It is News Talk 1230 WFAS AM, and the reason why I'm postponing the weather is because it's not often that you get to talk to a 1994 Ranger, and when you have 1,388 penalty minutes, somebody that I want to make angry. Mike Hartman, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing well. How's it going?
It's going very well, Mike. I appreciate you joining us. Now, I obviously want to get into your hockey career a bit, but you have got a lot going on. You're kind of a life coach now, so let's start there.
I do success coaching, as well as I've owned a gym for about 10 years, but I sold that not too long ago. But I do a lot of success coaching and just trying to keep executives, businesses. I work with many dentists around the country.
Okay.
You could figure that one out. But I work with dentists and just keeping them on track, doing leadership work, and it's a lot of fun. I love it. It's almost like playing on a hockey team. You know, let's say a dental office will have 15 in an office, and many different personalities and many different roles. It's like you have the dentist, and you have which is the person that's obviously is the main role. It's like the Mark Messi of the team, and then you got the receptionist. That was like me with the Rangers. So
right.
But no, anyway, so but everybody has a role in the dental office, and then you try to help them, when I say it's become their personal best, by focusing on little things and details.
What started the Hartman 100 website? What motivated you to do this life coaching?
Well, that's my book. My main website is betterlifetraining.com.
Okay.
So betterlifetraining.com, anybody could sign up in there, and I offer many courses. I have different courses for anything for you, just for you to become better. We have something called Unstoppable Confidence. Okay. For people within the office. Get motivated, time management, as well as we have assessments that we use to help. Everything is free. So if you come into the website, that part of it's free to ask questions and answers, but we do have things like the assessments and the courses that are available if anybody wants them to pay for.
Now, fitness is a huge part of your life. Had it been a part of your life since you were young? I mean, obviously playing professional hockey, you had a training regimen. Once you retired, did your regimen change?
It did, but, you know, when I played pro hockey, I didn't really drink, and I really took care of myself, and I had a couple records. I had a record in Buffalo for the bench press competition. I think I did 58 bench presses, 145 pounds in a minute.
My God.
Wow. So I've always been into the fitness, and to this day, I believe in it as well. You know, my daughter, who's 19, I have them thinking along the same roads as well as my son. So I train smart. I mean, for 46, I'm pretty healthy. I work out 6 days a week. So fitness is a big part of my life, and I feel great, actually. I have a ritual, which if I'm cheating, it's a Starbucks coffee. So I'm not that crazy. I eat junk food once in a while, but I really take care of myself because I believe your body's like a machine.
Sure.
And without properly being taken care of, that machine will break down. But if any of your listeners, here's what I'll do. If anybody wants a body weight workout program to do, even in the morning, I have it on, I do have some videos of it. I can give out my online training program for free to anybody. It's a 6-week program that has a beginner level of 10 push-ups to somebody that's advanced to as many as 25 in a set. So if I love fitness, and I just make it a big part of my life.
That is fantastic, and thank you for the offer. I will post all this info up on the Orlando in the Morning Facebook page. I also have to feel bad for your 19-year-old daughter. Her dating life must be rough. Imagine trying to date the girl whose father has 1,388 penalty minutes.
Well, I can say she's a beautiful girl. I'm not, we talk about our kids, but
sure.
She is a beautiful girl, and she has a song on YouTube. If you type in Gabby Hartman, she sings, and I don't want to say where she's going to school and give out information, but it's all about theater and music for her. But I'm not believe it or not, I'm probably one of the softest guys you'll ever meet.
Wow.
I don't like to. You would laugh, yeah. I don't. I did fight and play physical on the ice, but off the ice, I don't think. I think I had one fight in 6th grade that people remind me of, but that's probably the extent of it.
Mike, after we wrap up, stay on the line. I'm going to put you back on with Steven. I want you to give me some info about your daughter. If you want, I could play her song on the air. I would be happy to. But let's get into hockey a little bit, because you were drafted in '85 by the Sabres.
I drafted in 1986.
86, okay.
And I wrote a book about this. What happened? I was drafted, and I decided at the time I'm an American player, and I'm good with stats and numbers, and I can give you all these. I should almost be on the radio, but so I decided to give up opportunities to go to Harvard and Princeton and Michigan State, and my mother almost wanted to kick me to the side. But I gave up everything, put all my eggs in one basket, went to Canada with this dream of being a hockey player, and that basket broke at 18, and I really struggled. And,
Okay.
Long story short, I just had some people help me along the way. I got drafted at 19 after really having some good mentors and playing in the NHL at 19 years old and going back to school, getting my degree. But started off with Buffalo, and it was great. It was amazing getting that second chance, because I really did. I would have been done with hockey if I didn't get a second chance.
Well, Steven was asking me about it, and I mean, I know this story, but since I have you here, I'd rather you tell it. In '94, the Rangers had to go to bat for you to get you on that team in the playoff roster.
Right. Well, not the playoff roster. I was on the roster, but what happened was, when you get to, sometimes you get to a place like New York, or if you're at the end of your career, it's
Sure.
You're fighting to get ice time. So I played 35 games on that team. I was in and out of the lineup no matter how well I played every night. So I play well, it doesn't matter. I would sit the next night, but that's just the way the business is. And you have to have 40 games to get your name on the Stanley Cup. And my good friend Eddie, who I played with in Winnipeg, Eddie Olchuk, and myself only played 30. I think he played 38 games. Well, they didn't. They couldn't put our name on the cup. And Messier and Adam Graves, Jay Wells, a bunch of guys went to bat for us. And you won't even believe who really went to bat for us. The guy that got traded away, Mike Hartman, was with the Players Association.
Really?
Wow.
And he fought he was such a gentleman. Yeah, he went out of his way for us. So, and looking back, it's amazing. Now I'm proud of the fact, that we have our names on the cup. And if you look, the last two names are Eddie Olchuk and mine. And I said, if you look where it says "Made in China" under there, that's where we are, under the cup.
It's awesome. Well, you still follow hockey today, right? Do you follow your old teams?
I do. I watch what's going on out there.
What did you think of the Gabrick trade with the Rangers?
Well, it's funny. I played for John Tortorella.
Yeah.
So I played for him in Buffalo, and I knew him, and I know his personality. And John's, he's a really good guy. If people don't really know John, like if you go away from the rink, he's one of the nicest guys that I've ever met. And he has a way in a system, and if you don't follow his way or system, I don't think you fit into his plans. And I think probably that's what happened. I'm out of I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina, so you turn the TV on, you get NASCAR.
Yeah.
And if you flip the page, you really have to dip into NHL.com to really see what's going on, or really do or look through the papers. But,
Understood.
Yeah, so I do follow it to a point, but I know that playing for John Tortorella, he doesn't settle for anything. I'm sure. Gabrick is an unbelievable player, but maybe for some reason one guy gels in one city and doesn't in another. Maybe he'll do well in Columbus now.
My only criticism of Tortorella is his mixing of the lines too much, and I feel like it messes with the team chemistry. And, he tries to spread the lines out. This is what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking you, because maybe you can correct me on it.
Yeah, I could tell you about that. It's like when you go into your profession, no matter what it is, you're going into the radio station. They have like a boundaries or guidelines for you. And sure, you may not believe in all of them, but you have to do it. But as a pro hockey player, they used to say I played for Scotty Bowman, and he would mix up the lines, and he would say, well, what, are you going to get mad at me? And what, not play well? That's your job. You have to play well, or you don't have a job. I mean,
You're right.
You see what happens. So you go there, and there is chemistry. It's not like the old days. Like, anybody could play with anybody. You go to training camp, and you're put on a line, and all of a sudden you may click right away. But everybody seems to look at the negative. So when things aren't going well, I believe people will tend to look at the negative side of things. And if they were doing really, really well, they would say, "Wow, this is great." So sometimes you have a lot of times you don't really know what's going on. I hate to say it. Sometimes there's guys injured. A guy has a bad wrist. Sometimes there's guys that are doing well, and you move a guy down from the third line to the fourth line. I heard the other day, I didn't even realize that Lucic, I watched this kid play in Boston. He's unbelievable. Again, we get very little coverage. Little did I know he scored 2 goals in the last 22 games. He's on the fourth line.
Wow.
He was a star in the Stanley Cup Finals a few years ago. So it happens on every team. I mean, you just realize it because you're right in New York.
Sure.
paying attention to the details there. But that's my opinion on it.
Mike, I do have to go to traffic. Before I wrap up with you again, please tell listeners right here in Westchester how they can find you and what you're doing.
Well, go to betterlifetraining.com and sign up for free. It looks like a Facebook, but it's a private community that I started. And any questions you ever want regarding fitness or lifestyle, we'll answer them no charge. So betterlifetraining.com.
Mike Hartman, thank you for the memories and thank you for joining us. If you hang on the line, Steven's going to get some info for you. I want to get your daughter on the show, at least her song. Thank you so much for joining us.
Great.